What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You know what time it is. Week 7 is in the books. We had another great week. I feel like I say this every time I come on here, but each and every week, this league keeps raising the bar. But let's jump right into it. Let's recap week 7. So up first, we had the Orlando Apollos and the Atlanta Legends. Orlando came away with the win in this one, 36-6. Wasn't close at all. Big blowout. I actually kind of predicted it, but 36-6 was the final in this one. Next up, we had Salt Lake Stallions at San Antonio Commanders. Of course, you know Commanders were coming off of that long road game. Glad to be back home in the Alamo Dome. That place was rocking. Commanders came away with the win, 19-15. It is worth noting, Woodside did go out with an injury. Marquise Williams came in and played well in that backup role. Next up, we had San Diego Fleet at the Arizona Hotshots. This game, I predicted the winner correctly, so Arizona came away with the win, but they blew out the Fleet 32-15. Wolford, I think, has found his stride again, and he's looking like he did in week 1. Last up, the nightcap to round out week 7, we saw the Birmingham Iron take on the Memphis Express. Yes, the Johnny Manziel era is upon the Alliance. Memphis came away with the win in this one, 31-25. In overtime, we had our very first overtime game. Like I said, Memphis was in complete desperation mode on this one. They had to have this win to keep their playoff hopes alive. They did that. They fight to see another week. So let me throw the current standings up on the screen. So as you can see, in the East, we still have the Apollos sitting at the top at 6-1. Birmingham is still second at 4-3. Memphis and Atlanta both sitting at 2-5 to round out the East. In the West, Commanders are still at the top, 5-2. The Hotshots now hold the second place. They are 4-3 over the San Diego Fleet at 3-4. And the Salt Lake Stallions round out the West at 2-5. So, guys, jump down in the comment section for me. Who do you guys see coming away and making the playoffs? So, like I said, Orlando's already locked it up, so we know one for sure out of the 4 teams. But tell me who the other 3 teams are. I want to hear from you. Jump down in that comment section and let me know. I personally feel that we're going to have Orlando, Birmingham, San Antonio, and I'm going to actually change from the Fleet over to the Hotshots just because Wolford is on a tear right now. But that could change depending on injuries. All right, now on to my 5 takeaways from this week. Actually, first, I got to bring out something. Yep, that's right. Had to bring out the old broom. You know why? Because my picks, I went for the old sweep, 4-0. I did not miss a pick this week. For the first time in this league, 4-0, bringing out the broom with the sweep. So, nonetheless, my 5 takeaways for this week, guy. Number 1, Orlando clinches. So we had our first team punch their ticket to the playoffs. Orlando is for sure in, more than likely going to be the number 1 seed, but, you know, that's still mathematically out there that they could drop to the number 2 seed in the East. But nonetheless, they're in the playoffs, so Orlando fans, get ready for that postseason. Number 2, Commanders fans set attendance record. So, like I said, Commanders been gone for 4 weeks on the road, and San Antonio fans did not disappoint whenever they came back home. They broke the record. They actually had 30,345 fans. First team to break the 30,000 mark. Like I said, that's part of the reason I feel that they moved the game to a more centralized location in Frisco. I just feel like Commanders fans, they will travel. Much less Texas fans in general when it comes to football. They will definitely travel and pack the house. Plus, it helps having Jerry Jones kind of back and support the league. But nonetheless, number 3, John Wolford is back. Like I said, this team is completely different whenever he is on his game. And the last couple of weeks, he has done that. I know that he's had a rough patch after that injury, but I think it's finally clicking. He had like a 35 or 40 yard touchdown run, really showing off his legs, his athletic ability. So I think he's got that back issue behind him, and look out because the Hot Shots, they are on a roll. Number 4, Memphis keeps his playoff hopes alive in overtime. Like I said, this was the very first overtime game that we had in the Alliance. This game was crazy. So, and this kind of ties into my number 5. I'll go ahead and give that to you as well. Manziel provides a needed spark. And I know right off the bat, you guys are going to say, well, he didn't do much in the game. And statistically, no, he didn't. However, that Memphis crowd, that's the loudest that I have heard them all season. And I know part of it is they haven't had much to cheer for because it's a down season for them. But Manziel comes into that game and the place gets electric. It really rallies the troops, not just on the offense, but the defense as well. This game was chippy. So you could tell Memphis knew what was on the line. And they were out to get the win. They did everything in their power to do so. Like I said, it took overtime to get it, but Manziel provided a needed spark. And like I said, I don't know how much or how little he's going to play. Silver played pretty lights out, in my opinion. The only reason I felt they put Manziel in is kind of out of obligation to kind of give a curveball. But nonetheless, Memphis is still alive. They still have a pulse. So with that said, guys, what are your thoughts and takeaways from week 7? Jump down in the comment section for me. Let me know. If you're not already, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, turn the bell notification on. That way you know when my next video comes out, you won't miss it. As well as if you like this content, hit that thumbs up like button for me. That just lets me know you enjoy it, and I'll continue to come out with more. We are creeping ever so closely to that 1,000 subscriber mark. I'm excited to hit that because a lot opens up for my channel. I can actually interact with you guys a little bit better through Super Chat. So if you know somebody that would enjoy this content, let them know about my channel. Bring them on. I would love to have them. As well as, guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, Facebook, check me out there as well. It's a little bit easier for me to quickly connect with you guys that way. But that's all I have for this one, guys. I'm out.